let's run it. Charts up, we love it. Backpack, we done it. GM, good morning, we run it. Sunrise hits like a highlight reel. Coffee poured, yeah, this grind feel real. Wallet looking healthy like a post-gym meal. Crypto fam locked in, no off-day deals. Throwing shade, now we throw confetti. Market bounce back, hands strong, we steady. Dreams too big, so the doubts feel petty. Bull mode hitting, hope you're ready. We ain't stressing, we pressing, blessing the session. Turn every rejection to fuel for progression. Charts look clean, yeah, the vibe is a weapon. We build every day, this is compounding lessons. GM, we rise, we go. Good morning, crypto, steal the show. GM, get hype, let's grow. Another day up, yeah, we glow. Hands to the sky like let's get paid. Chase big goals, not just upgrades. GM bull energy all day. Smile up, we're built this way. No fear, just flips and vibes. Turning old dreams into real life strides. Hard days hit, we don't divide. Team eats together when the market rides. Tap in early, that sunrise hustle. Bear tried to break us, couldn't touch muscle. Stack small wins, that's compound muscle. Every new block, another flex, no struggle. Climb fast, no breaks, no doubt. Big cheers when the green breaks out. Crypto fam in the chat, full shout. We don't clock in, we break out. Oh, 3M, we rise, we go. Good morning, crypto, steal the show. GM, get hype, let's grow. Every candle's just fuel, let's blow. We don't watch life, we make waves. Another sunrise, another brave day. GM fam, let's go be great. Good morning, crypto. Press play. Wake up, smile, send it.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think grow hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Crypto, where we turn your early hours in the morning into your edge in financial freedom. Today, I've got a few headlines. I saw that Netflix is going to be doing a stock split, so we will talk about that one. We've also got Visa doing some things with some stable coins, so we'll take a look at that one as well. And then we've got some news coming out of the AI front. Not unexpected, We've been seeing a lot of news coming out of AI, especially now that they're going to be ramping up their power. So we'll get to those in just a second. But you know what I got pulled up in the background? It's that stock heat map. We've got some crazy movements going on over there. So let's dive on in and get you prepped for some success today. We do have Apple sitting up 2.03%. It had some earnings yesterday, did quite well. We've got Nvidia sitting up 2.13% after a nice little bit of some sell-off the other day. We got Berkshire Hathaway sitting up 0.52 or down 0.52. It's got earnings next week, so keep your eye on that one. We've got Amazon up 12.82%. It was up like 20% in the post market yesterday. So Amazon looking quite well off of its quite fantastic earnings. We've got Eli Lilly up 0.02%. ExxonMobil sitting down 1.57. It's got earnings today, so keep your eye on that one. We've got Tesla up 1.13. P&G sitting down 0.53. We've got Microsoft down 0.39. We've got Google sitting up 1.16. And we've got Meta absolutely battered down after yesterday's close, 11.33% towards the downside. And this morning, sitting up 1.14. We might have to take a look at that chart. Let me get Amazon on that list, and we will get Meta on that list as well. So we can take a look at both of those. If you got any alt requests or stock requests, go ahead, throw those in the chat for me now. Let's hop on over to the crypto side of things, because we are seeing some movements over there as well. Most of them are just red. So we've got quite a bit of sell-off of Bitcoin, looking a little bit neutral. We'll kind of have to see if we hold a key level we've talked about before, or if we continue to see just a little bit of sell-off. And we're going to take a look at those monthly candles, and y'all tell me how your October went. So we've got Ethereum down 0.9%, seeing a little green on the hourly though. We've got XRP down 1.7%, taking that spot in the market cap back from BNB. BNB sitting down 2.5%. We've got Solana down 2.2%, Doge down 1.4%. We've got Tron sitting down 0.1%. We've got Cardano down 3%. Chainlink taking a spot back in the market cap from Hyperliquid, sitting down 2.7%, while Hyperliquid is sitting down 7.7%. We've got Bitcoin Cash down 1.7, Stellar Lumens down 2.2. We've got Leo token down 3.2, Sui sitting down 3.2 as well, and losing a spot in the market cap from Leo token. We've got HBAR down 4.7, Avalanche down 5.1. We've got Litecoin sitting down 2.3%. And as you can see here, you take a look at that monthly, there's not a lot of green on that monthly. And Jesse said, what? We were promised October? I mean, some people were talking about October, and apparently the only project you got some October with in this top 20 would have been BNB. And I don't even like that project, so I definitely was not holding it. We've got those fear and greed meters looking a little bit towards the downside. Stock side, after a little bit of some sell-off, sitting down 5 points, we could probably get that moving back up to the top side of fear, though, if we continue to see just a little bit of green in the market today. We've got the crypto side of things also sitting in fear. Stock side was 36, and we've got that crypto in 29. Nice little move towards the downside. Stock market also moving towards the downside. But for Bitcoin, we've got just a little bit of liquidity to the upside. We were talking about this area yesterday. We're pretty much at the same spot we were yesterday morning. We'll kind of have to see if we can make that move towards the upside. Really have to get that zoomed out to the 3-day to see where that liquidity is sitting towards the upside, because there's quite a bit up there. We've got some sitting at 111,800. That's an area we've talked about over and over again. And then we've got some sitting all the way up at 113,600, ranging all the way to 114,300. We will kind of have to see if we can make our way above our local resistance first, and then start grabbing up some of that top side liquidity. We do have that 1 week with a little bit of liquidity towards the upside as well, but it's up quite a bit higher. We've got that sitting at 116,600. We will kind of have to see if we can start reclaiming some key levels and give us a little bit of some October. We briefly had an October, and then we came all the way back down to levels we've called out here before. So let's get over to that Bitcoin chart. Say good morning to the people in the chat, and then we'll get into that Bitcoin chart. I did have the quote for this morning saying, good morning. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And that's from Eleanor Roosevelt. Let's scroll on up, see who we got in the chat this morning. We've got Chris Wrights, we've got CCM in the chat, and we've got Infinite Team TA. That was 1, 2, and 3 in the chat this morning. I appreciate all of you tuning on in today. Hope you're having a great morning so far. Let's see who else we got in here. We got Jay in the chat. We've got Kev Revhead Power saying hi from OZ. It's 9 p.m. Well, I appreciate you tuning on in nice and late. Normally, I'm in bed by like 9 p.m. and asleep. So I appreciate you tuning on in. We got Jay asking ideas on best BTC bridge. Honestly, you'd have to ask someone else. I don't mess with a lot of bridging and things like that. I just buy some Bitcoin, and then at beginning of cycles, I'll buy some altcoins to roll into Bitcoin, and I pretty much am back into the stocks with some of that money that I didn't roll into Bitcoin. So that's how I play cycles. I just use alts to get more Bitcoin, and then I don't mess with my Bitcoin. My Bitcoin is like my long-term savings. So we'll see if anyone has any ideas in the chat for you. We've got Steve Hickey in the house this morning. We've got Jesse Galuck as well, and Melissa. Good morning to all of you. Hope you're having a great day. Jay saying Amazon for the win. Most definitely, they fired 30,000 people, so that probably helped their earnings just a little bit. That was definitely to be expected there. We have Pro BTC in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're having a great day so far. Let's see who else we got in here. We got Jay Violet. Hope you're having a great day. Well, hope you had a great day since you're all the way over in Australia and it's evening for you. So hope you're having a great day. We've got Curtis Hill saying, my portfolio is holding nicely. You must be well positioned, sir. You've got listening to the Piper Academy, and you've probably been buying some Bitcoin and not a bunch of these poopy doopy coins that a bunch of these content creators love to show. So must be very well positioned. We got Caliphant in the house this morning as well. Good morning to you. BC, do you keep your portfolio at least a certain percentage of dry powder? Yes and no. It's not like a percentage thing. I just move dry powder over every week, and then depending on how the market's looking, I'll do a little bit of buying. So if we're down, I'll do buying. If we're not like in a down week, I won't do any buying. I mostly just for my like retirement portfolio and just move money from my biggest winners over there to like capture gains, and then I'll keep a percentage in there to buy back lower. So it's not like a set percentage or anything, but you want to keep dry powder because you never know when you're going to get like an 11.33% dip on something like Meta, and you want to do a little buying on it. So you definitely need to keep some dry powder, but for me, it's not a percentage thing. It's just, do I have some? So let's see. Caliphant saying all bridges have some risk. There's not really a best one in my experience. You just have to make sure you double, triple check everything and send a small test transaction first. Well, there we go. Curtis Hill saying do your own research 100%. So, yep. That's a big part of why I don't mess with bridging. It's a little bit risky, especially when you're doing that directly to your wallet. And I'd rather just keep my Bitcoin and hold it and use more money to buy more Bitcoin with, and then not worry about trying to use Bitcoin to get other things and things like that. I don't normally use Bitcoin to get into alts. If I want alts, I'll just use my dry powder, and my Bitcoin is kept like as safe could be. We got JR in the chat this morning as well. Good morning. Hope you're having a great day so far. So as I said, we were going to take a look at that monthly chart. As you can see here, that nice red candle telling us we got an amazing October here. I kid. there was a lot of talk about October, and I wasn't necessarily of the same mindset. But we will have to see if we can at least get a little bit of bouncing today. Let's zoom this on in, take a look at that daily chart, because we are getting a little bit of a green candle today. We did talk about wanting to hold a level directly below us, which was 108,200. If we got a little bit of some downside action below 110, that's pretty much exactly what happened there. October, I didn't trust it, but fell for it, says JR. Hey, everyone likes to talk about, well, this is what's happened in history. We only have this to go off of. But, you can't really say that this is the trend when it's only happened 3 other times. Whereas then you could go to the S&P 500 and it's like we have 70 years worth of data. So we know that most likely statistically you're going to have an up month here, or you're going to have a down month here. Whereas we have 3 cycles of Bitcoin to go off of, and you can't really trust it as much. You need a lot more data to say that, oh, well, October. We're also in a very different economic position than we've ever been during a bull run, where we're actually seeing contracting economies, and you're seeing a lot of talk about recessions, and you're seeing a job market absolutely decimated. And unlike last time when the job market was decimated during a bull run, no one got free money this time. They're just like, well, figure it out. And that's what we've been doing, And a lot of that has not been buying poopy doopy coins and buying Bitcoin. It has been trying to buy food for your average American. They're not sitting at home and bored and being like, where do I throw this $3,000 that the government gave me? That's what helped crypto last time, and we didn't get that this time. So we do see a little bit of hopium here on the daily. We've got this nice green candle that bounced off 108,200, and we're really waiting to see if we can get above this 50% line here. Let me get this marked on out. We've got 110 and that 50% line on our fib extensions being our resistance for now, but you are seeing just a little bit of curvature on our oscillators, just waiting on some money flow. We did warn that we were at a little bit of a worrisome spot here where your money flow could go from green to red. That's exactly what happened on this higher term time frame, and we will just have to see if we can get that movement towards the upside on that shorter term time frame and get this money flow back to green on the daily. Your volume is extremely low on the higher term time frame, which does lead to a little bit of worry as well, especially since that money flow is red. We are waiting for some green money flow and some volume to start stepping back in. We are trying to keep this as a higher low, but we'll have to see if we get back above 110 or if we end up coming all the way back down to these levels we've talked about before. That first one being 108,200, and that next one to the downside being 106,000. So we do have a few levels down there to keep your eye on. And that's if we don't start seeing some money flow coming on in, because these oscillators are looking just a little bit to the downside, and you would need some nice green money flow to come on in to really get that curving back towards the upside there. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. We've got Mark Dutch in the house this morning. Good morning to you. We also have Ape Breath in the house. Good morning. Hope you're having a great day so far. We are seeing just a little bit of some rejections off of a level we talked about the other day, wanting to get above so that we could continue with some bullishness. That was 110,250. We did not get above that level, and we're starting to see just a little bit of sideways momentum coming in on these oscillators as this money flow maintains on that sell-off pressure here. We're getting that oscillator curving on over here on the hourly as well, so we're really waiting to see if we can maintain some of our low levels here. We've got London low coming in at 109,200, and you've got that Asia market low sitting below below 108,200. So we do need to start seeing some money flow coming on in, or we're going to continue with this rollover here, and this is just going to be a nice little continuation of our downtrend, which, as you can see here, we've got lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, and lower lows all the way down to 106,200. And that's an area we kind of need to keep our eye on if we're going to continue this downtrend. This was a nice little push towards the upside here, but we weren't even able to get above our 50% line again and hold it. So a little bit worrisome there. We do have your 15-minute and the morning looking just a little bit toppy as well. You are trying to cool off in our current range here. You are in an uptrend on the shorter term time frame, but you're bumping up against some local resistance here. You got that nice little sweep above Asia highs, clear out some liquidity, and then we're just going to have to wait to see if we get that secondary push above 108, 110, 200 to turn this into some support and see what kind of action we get at 111,000, which is that old CME gap that we had talked about from that push towards the upside there. You can see it's pulled back from way back here. That's where we got that nice push towards the upside over the weekend, and that is going to be some local resistance if we get above 110 200. So few levels towards the upside really keep your eye on if we get above that 110 200 and maintain this uptrend. And if this is going to continue to be our local resistance area, you've got a few levels to the downside to really keep your eye on too. So I am favoring just a little bit of downside, but we will kind of have to see where we land first and then see if we can gather some strength. We got everyone talking about, so we got JR talking about some Harry Potter in the chat again. I forgot to put that poll in the chat. I'm sorry. We will have to do that another time. Screw your ads there. We had a few news articles to talk about. I saw AIG requested from A to Ace. AIG, we got that one on the list. If we got any other alt requests, go ahead, throw them in the chat. JR talking about VVV, we can do that one as well. So any other ones, we probably got time for one more. So let's dive on into this news article because we're seeing some interesting things out of the crypto space with some TradFi involvement. We got Visa adding support for 4 stablecoins on 4 unique blockchains as spend quadrupled last year. So getting on into the meat and potatoes, we are adding support for 4 stablecoins running on 4 unique blockchains representing 2 currencies that we accept and convert to over 25 traditional fiat currencies. Visa's CEO Ryan McInerney said during a fourth quarter earnings call on Tuesday. Additionally, McInerney highlighted that in Q4, stablecoin linked Visa card spend quadrupled versus a year ago. So that's a massive increase on their spending there. And if you kind of compare that to what kind of volume you've been seeing pushed over stablecoins, you're really seeing them beat out your traditional ways of spending money. And this is why Visa is like, hey, well, if you can't beat them, join them. And I do think that this is going to be the trend on a whole lot more. We have already seen MasterCard doing the same thing there. So A to Ace, I got Igon on the list for you, and our last one there is Zbeck for Silver Days XRP. Good morning, sir. Hope you're having a great day so far. Let's see what else we got going on for the morning. And there was this news article that I saw. Netflix announcing a 10-for-1 stock split. So potential for a little more capital to be coming in on some Netflix. You know, they like to do stock splits to bring in new capital, especially when you're your stock is a little bit high in that price point, it gives people that ability to really come back in and buy, since people feel a little bit priced out when you see like a big number on a stock, forgetting that you can just buy that partial. You don't have to buy a full stock. You can buy partial stocks, and I do it all the time. I split out my like DCA on my stocks, and I don't always buy a full stock, especially when something's priced at like $300. You can just buy that little bit of a partial stock, but people love stock splits. It brings in a whole lot more money because people can get that full stock and they feel a whole lot better about it. So more of a psychological play than an actual play on actually bringing more money, on actually doing anything to bring more money in. So we've got this one as well. I've been talking about power needs, and I've been talking about AI for quite a while. If you're in the Discord, you've got those AI and nuclear stock lists. We'll be coming out with a new one next week as well, so keep your eye on that TradFi chat. But OpenAI and Oracle are planning to launch a 1 gigawatt data center in Michigan. So getting on into this one just a little bit, the project would start construction in early 2026 and is part of Oracle and OpenAI's previously announced 4.5 gigawatt expansion under the Stargate program. It brings Stargate to more than 8 gigawatts of planned capacity and more than $450 billion in investment over the next 3 years. The company said that it was a multi-billion-dollar investment without disclosing the exact figure. Industry executives have said that 1 gigawatt of computing power would be roughly enough power to power 750,000 homes and would cost around $50 billion. So a big project for Michigan. And, there's some big news coming out of OpenAI too. They've been a not-for-profit company, and it looks like they are now registering as a for-profit company, meaning that you'll be able to invest in OpenAI and ChatGPT coming soon. Predictions are late 2026, so keep your eyes on that one. We did have a few things to look at today. I did want to take a look at Oracle. Oracle did see a nice little sell-off here. We've got this fib extension pulled from way down here at our last lows to our high to our lows here before we made this massive CME gap. The CME gap is still open. I don't know why it colored it in black there. But looking for a little bit of a bounce on that 236. Market is opening up towards the upside today, but you've got a lot of sell pressure here on the higher term time frame. Yet to see some bottoming. So a little bit of a downtrend here. Would like to see the CME gap close. Looking for $242 for that bottom side. And we've got a nice little area below that to kind of come back down to as well, all the way down at 198 if we can't hold this current range down here. So we are breaking back down towards the bottom side of that CME gap, and we'll just have to see what kind of sell off we continue to get there, because Oracle, if you zoom this on out just a little bit further here, you can see those massive moves towards the upside, and we haven't really retested any of those as support there. So keep your eye on some lower levels there. You've got 218 coming in as our strong support. That is that bottom side of that fib extension line as well. So a few areas towards the downside to keep your eye on. We did talk about Amazon and Meta as well. Let's get over to Amazon. Amazon saw that massive move towards the upside here in that post-market and pre-market. As you can see here, new all-time highs on Amazon, massive moves towards the upside. This is going to be a massive CME gap as well, so keep your eye on that. You could definitely come back in and start retesting some levels. You've got the top side of your fibs being $243. Might be a nice area to come back and retest. That is the old all-time high. We've been doing a little bit of flagging out, and that massive earnings call really pushed Amazon towards the upside there. So gonna have to wait to really see where we start seeing that strong resistance at. We'll have to get a fib extension drawn up as well for this local time frame. Let's get that hidden real quick, and let's get a local fib extension drawn on out, because we are seeing a few levels towards the upside which we can keep our eye on for some potential resistance. Let's get that. There we go. And pretty much opening up at our one line on the fib extension, and we've got a little bit of some room towards the upside as well to continue on up to. I don't know why the 316 isn't drawn up here. Let's get that pulled on up real quick. Way down here, we'll do that 1 and 316. There we go. That'd be that first area I'd kind of look for some resistance if we continue this move towards the upside there. That's coming in at $280. You've got this massive move towards the upside. Great earnings call. You do have a little bit of a bearish divergence, but that higher term time frame money flow is really starting to pick on up here. If you zoom this on out to that even higher term time frame, you can see you've got lots of bottoming here on the weekly, so could definitely continue towards the upside with some strength if you start seeing that money flow really maintain nicely on that shorter term time frame. We've got Mortimer Duke in the house. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a great day so far. We've got Crypto Princess in here. Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. Let's get into some of those alt requests we had. That was Amazon and Meta for you. We had AIG. We've got VVV, and we've got ZBEC as well. So let's get over to AIG first, and I know that's not on my list. Let's get that pulled on up. AIG, and we want to go with the longest history here, so probably this one, so we can get some money flow information there. I know I've got one pulled up on the AIG token, but we want to see what some money flow is looking like after that listing that Ada Ace had talked about the other day. Nice little consolidation on our lows there. Let's get that horizontal ray drawn on up from our lows over here. That's coming in at just almost exactly 10 cents there. Let's get that as a higher term time frame support. As you can see, we got those nice consolidations on top of that area. We did see that wick in action below it, but looking like your candle bodies, yep, your candle bodies pretty much closed on top of that. We are in a little bit of a downtrend, so we do have that to contend with here. Let's get our fibs pulled on up from our lows. Get that all the way up to our highs up here. Looking like that platinum pocket is our local resistance. I think we've talked about that before on our other chart here. But what you're looking for is some money flow to start coming back in. You've got our nice strong support directly below us. Seeing a little bit of some bouncing action. We'll have to get this zoomed into a more local time frame to see what that local resistance is going to be. But we do have that resistance directly above us for the higher term time frame, coming in at 12.3. So little bit of a range here to see some bouncing at. Would like to get above that higher term time frame resistance before we get that move towards the upside there. 98% of trading is on KuCoin right now. Not too unexpected when you see that move towards the upside. I just wanted more price history, so it's kind of hard to do it when you've got that, when you've got less history to do some charting on. So definitely need that price history to get those moves towards the upside, kind of see what some key levels are. This is why you see that nice little resistance directly above us. It was also a little bit of a support area back here. So we do have another little area to kind of keep your eye on directly below that, coming in at 11.64. So that's another area to kind of keep your eye on. Let's get this zoomed on in. Take a look at the hourly though, see what's going on here. Nice little flagging out here on this hourly. We're seeing the highs from this whole range back here being a little bit of some resistance. So we'll kind of have to see if we can get above our local areas first. That's a little bit scam wiki there. I don't like that, but you do have plenty of room towards the upside here as you're nice and consolidated on the higher term time frame. But you are seeing some things of worry. You're seeing your MACD rolling over here on the hourly. Your money flows in the green, but you're really struggling. So I would like to see just a little bit of some cool off, maybe coming back down to 10.4 to see that bouncing at. Let's get that as a shorter term time frame. There you go. And put it on the 2 there. So that's our shorter term time frame area to really see some hold up at. Let's see what that 15-minute is looking like. There we go. 15-minute does look like you could see just a little bit of some bouncing. Would like to see just a little more cool off. Looks like you're trying to hold our current range right here. Very small candles here, and really trying to maintain the highs from here before we got that dip back down. But your money flow looking in the green. Your volume has slowed up just a little bit, so an area to start seeing some volume coming back in might be that 10.3 area to see that continuation off of. That would be a nice higher low. We would have up here to contend with as well, coming in at basically 11. So few areas directly towards the upside for resistance. Shorter term time frame resistance is going to be 11 cents, and then our higher term time frame resistance is about 11.5 cents there. So ZBEC nice and consolidated, or IGON nice and consolidated. We'll kind of have to see if we can get any kind of money flow coming on in to get those pushes towards the upside. Let's see what we got on some ZBEC today. We keep looking at that project. Misspelled that. There we go. ZBEC. Let's see what's going on with some ZBEC. Nice little move back to a level we had talked about. We wanted to see 0037, ended up holding us some support. Pretty much exactly what happened after that bounce. More like a liquidity grab below 00359. So nice little wick below that, grab up liquidity, come back above to our support area, get that nice solid bounce, and then directly back towards the bottom side of what was our sideways range back here. That's where we got those nice little candle body closes on the higher term time frame. Let's see what's going on the daily here. Looking nice and bottomed, so definitely could start seeing this get some continuation moves towards the upside. We are in a little bit of a downtrend, so we do have that first area of resistance coming on in at 0038. That is where we got our nice little rejections off of before, and we'll kind of have to see if we're cooled off enough and can get some strong money flow coming on in, because you do have a bullish divergence here. You do have your true 7 finally clipping out. You don't have any reversal signals just yet, so really waiting on some money flow to start getting us above our first resistance area. Let's see what that hourly is looking like. You got that hourly looking just a little bit toppy here, but you're definitely starting to see some volume coming back in here. I think Piper calls the 887 his platinum pocket. So the 887 is the top side of his platinum pocket there, whereas in the 786 is going to be the bottom side. So he actually has a platinum pocket drawn out, the same way that he has like a golden pocket drawn on out, where it's like the 618 to the 0.66 is his golden pocket. So yeah, he gets a little more technical with it than I do. I miss KuCoin, says Melissa. I never messed with KuCoins, so Cohen's uses the 886. Yeah, there's a few different levels that people kind of use. I use that 786 for my platinum pocket. He's probably going off the top side of the platinum pocket instead of the bottom side. So just kind of depends there on what kind of level you're looking for. Top side, bottom side. CCM said he got a bounce. Hope you have a great day, sir. We will see you a little bit later this evening. If you're not following CCM, definitely should be. He's got his crypto on the rocks tonight. So let's see what else we got going on in the chat. Isn't the platinum pocket? Oh, that's what that was off of. So we do have a little bit of toppiness here on the hourly, but you're sitting in the green here. So definitely looking to at least maintain our strong support there. You've got our local resistance right now. Off of those wicks, you've got 3 wick touches on 00376. So let's get that short-term time frame horizontal off of those 3 wicks pulled on up. As you can see, 3 rejections off of that, some local resistance in that area, really trying to gather some strength. We've got our support coming in off of those equal candle body closes, where you got that indecision candle and your nice red candle there as well before the dump. So at least maintaining that for now. A little bit of a local range. You're really doing some battle with that local resistance though. Let's see what the 15-minute and the morning are looking like. And see if we can gather some strength here for a break above 00376 and continue on towards the upside just a bit. You are seeing some nice extra curvature back towards the upside there on our prime oscillator. Your MACD running a little bit sideways here. Your volume is a little bit low, so if you can break above if you can break above our local resistance there, you could definitely see that continuation towards the upside with an increase of some volume on the shorter term time frame and an increase of some money flow as well. We are trying to at least maintain some bullishness there, so that next real area for resistance going to be coming in at that 0038. If you can get above our resistance here at our equal candle bodies and some wick in action, going to be 00381. So few resistance areas directly towards the upside on the shorter term time frame, and if you can get above those, that next real area of interest is 00393. Would at least like to maintain the bottom side of our range here, which is 0037. Nice support area to come back down to, really see some stronger cool off on. We're seeing just a little bit of some iffiness on the prime oscillator there on the shorter term time frame. So just watch that money flow here and see if we can maintain our current range, or if we need that strong cool off with a dip back down to regather strength and then get our move back towards the upside. So that's what I got for some ZBEC. We had VVV requested as well, and that will be the last one we look at this morning. VVV. And let's see what's going on. Does Kraken have better history on it? Jesus. I hate that VVV chart. It's got the weirdest candles. Does this have more history for us? No. Let's see. VV. Nope. Fat thumbs. Let's see what we got. VVV. Does this one have more history? Nope. Because there's got to be more history before that. Binance. I guess we've charted that one as well. Pretty much the same history. So let's go back to the Coinbase one and just go off of that one because that's what we've done the most charting on. So VVV still looking pretty battered down, really trying to gather our strength all over again, but you've got that higher term time frame still looking just a little bit iffy there. You've got that sideways momentum coming on in after that strong rejection again at the bottom side of our fib retracement. That was $1.86. Really trying to maintain our lows down here at $1.36. I believe we called that level out the other day. Let's get that as a higher term time frame one. Really want to see us maintain that to at least gather that strength to get back above $1.86. VVV extremely battered down. Money flow starting to slow up on that sell off on the daily finally, but you've got that prime oscillator rolling on over. You've got that MACD running a little bit sideways here, so definitely looking just a little bit iffy. You could definitely get a little bit of some bouncing action off of $1.36 though. Let's see how that shorter term time frame was looking. Let's take a look at that hourly. Hourly looking just a little bit bottomy, but you could definitely continue that rollover there. You're in a little bit of a downtrend. You've got your money flow in the red and starting to roll back over. Let's get that bigger there. You can see red sell off on that money flow and starting to roll over just all over again there. So money flow is looking pretty concerning on VVV. You've got your oscillators nice and cooled off here, so we just need to gather some strength to get that move towards the upside on. We do have some local resistance for us up at $1.65 there. So let's get that horizontal ray drawn on up for you. There you go, $1.64, where we get that nice little rejection off of. And we'll kind of have to see if we can get back up to that with a move down to $1.36. What's with the I'm not the hash on Al Jr. Good morning, Al Jr. Hope you're having a great day so far. JR, you got to check out DeWald. Haven't heard of that one. It's a dash. Just couldn't put it in the caps. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got going on with the 15-minute there. 15-minute also looking like you could continue to see just a little more cool off there. You do have our local support right now being $1.44. So short-term bouncing area to kind of keep your eye on for now, $1.44. We will kind of have to see if we maintain that, because if we don't, that $1.36 is looking just a little bit interesting there. I don't like this price action at all, JR. You and your projects, because like what the heck kind of candle is that, sir? Like what is this candle? What is this candle? What is this candle? And then you get like a big candles here. So definitely looking just a little bit battered down, not a whole lot of price action, and then you get a whole lot of volume at once. So really waiting to see what that area of volume is going to be coming in at. I would look for $1.44 first, especially with how toppy that 15-minute and hourly are looking. And if you don't maintain $1.44, $1.36 looks extremely interesting. So that's all I got time for today. It is 6:30 my time and almost time to head over to some white paper. Or JR saying I'm long, it's gonna pop. Have you read the white paper? No. But it is almost time for me to head on to work. So I hope y'all have a great day. It is going to be an amazing end of the week. I might do just a little bit of buying today, so I'll let y'all know what kind of buying I do. Make sure to tune in to CCM this evening. We've got crypto on the rocks, so great place to be to have some fun. They normally go a little bit long, and you get to put on a tinfoil hat at least some point in the show. Make sure to tune in to the rest of the shows here on the Piper Academy, though. We've got that morning market report at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Piper's going to break down some of those earnings on our big big True 7 that had earnings this week, and he's going to break down some key news, because I did see some things, but I left them for Piper because, I don't want to step on his toes. We've also got Trading with OC at 8 p.m. every single day, so tune into that one if you like to trade and you like to make some money. But until next time, make sure to wake up, because today is going to be a good day.
Wake up, let's run it. Charts up, we love it. Backpack, we done it. GM, good morning, we run it. Sunrise hits like a highlight reel. Coffee poured, yeah, this grind feel real. Wallet looking healthy like a post-gym meal. Crypto fam locked in, no off-day deals. Throwing shade, now we throw confetti. Market bounce back, hands strong, we steady. Dreams too big, so the doubts feel petty. Bull mode hitting, hope you're ready. We ain't stressing, we pressing, blessing the session. Turn every rejection to fuel for progression. Charts look clean, yeah, the vibe is a weapon. We build every day, this is compounding lessons. GM, we rise, we go. Good morning, crypto, steal the show. GM, get hype, let's grow. Another day up, yeah, we glow. Hands to the sky like let's get paid. Chase big goals, not just upgrades. GM bull energy all day. Smile up, we're built this way. No fear, just flips and vibes. Turning old dreams into real life strides. Hard days hit, we don't divide. Team eats together when the market rides. Tap in early, that sunrise hustle. Bear tried to break us, couldn't touch muscle. Stack small wins, that's compound muscle. Every new block, another flex, no struggle. Climb fast, no breaks, no doubt. Big cheers when the green breaks out. Crypto fam in the chat, full shout. We don't clock in, we break out. Oh, 3M, we rise, we